To WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 cutest animals.
Is that not the cutest animal on Earth?
For this list, we're scouring the world for the most adorable animals that make us go, "Aww," every time we see them, even though they may actually be jerks when you get to know them. However, we're excluding baby animals, because that's just not fair. These are full-grown animals we're talking about. Number 10. Red panda. This seemingly magical mammal that looks like a cross between a fox, a raccoon, and a bear loves to hang out in trees, eat bamboo and bugs, and was even featured as Master Shifu in the Kung Fu Panda franchise.
Oogway may have picked you, but when I'm through with you, I promise you, you're going to wish he hadn't. Are we clear?
Because of their natural inclination to live solitary lives, mating is uncommon, which is just one of the reasons that this lovable species is currently under threat.
These bushy tails are even considered good luck charms for wedding ceremonies.
Poaching is another major problem, so if you think about it, red pandas may actually be too cute for their own good. Number 9. Sea otter.
But in the wild, they can just float away. So a mother sea otter often wraps her pup in seaweed when she hunts.
It's hard to believe that these little floating creatures that hold on to each other while sleeping in water are actually some of the most violent animals in the world. While the mothers are known to treat their pups with extreme care and devotion, male otters have been seen killing and raping other species, like baby harbor seals. During mating, the males bite down on the females' noses and sometimes hold their heads below water. So they might not be the nicest bunch around. But just look at how cuddly they are. Number 8. Arctic fox.
This Arctic fox has been following a polar bear for days.
These guys almost make us wish that we lived at the North Pole. With small pointed ears, narrow eyes, and perfectly white winter fur, Arctic or polar foxes feast on small rodents and whatever's left behind by their best friends, the polar bears.
The bear leaves a feast behind.
Born and raised in underground dens, kids are often looked after by both their mother and father.
She answers, an Arctic fox duet, which allows the pair to maintain contact even over great distances.
Not as small as the North Africa-dwelling fennec fox, it's their big poofy coats and tiny features that make the Arctic foxes the cutest of their species. Number 7. Koala. What makes these slow marsupials so darn cute is exactly what makes humans dorky. The Albert Einstein hair around its fluffy ears, the big noses, and the large round bellies aren't usually considered the most attractive qualities, but on these little fuzzballs, they just make them so much cuddlier. Native to Australia, koalas have low-energy diets consisting mainly of eucalyptus leaves, which explains why they sleep almost all day long. Even when they're mad, their cranky cries are just too adorable to be taken seriously. Number 6. Quokka.
They're so friendly.
You may never have heard of these animals before, but now that you have, we guarantee they'll be your next screensaver. Native to only a few islands off the coast of Australia, these cat-sized marsupials are pretty much what you'd expect an Australian critter to look like, with legs like a kangaroo and the face of a wallaby. These cuties aren't exactly the shy, unfriendly type either. As long as you have something interesting to offer them, they'll come right up to you and say, "G'day, mate," earning them the rep of being the happiest animal in the world.
The quokka reportedly has no fear of humans and is known to actually approach Rottnest Island tourists with its smile, resulting in an Instagram trend called the quokka selfie.
Number 5. Cat. Whether they're being grumpy, trying to fit into impossibly small spaces, or just sleeping the days away while poised like perverted ballerinas, the regular house cat will forever be a family favorite. While they've always had a bad rep for being aloof, indifferent, and even calculating, anyone who's had a little kitty knows that they can also be loving, mysterious, and full of character. And even when they do their best to show their independence, you know they're just big softies at heart.
Oh, listen, he's purring.
Oh, so now it's cute.
Number 4. Dog. Of all the animals on this list, you could argue that dogs are the closest things to family you can get. Available in hundreds of breeds, as well as an infinite amount of combinations, there's really a dog for every family and living situation. Not only are they adorable, but they're also highly intelligent, loyal, affectionate, and provide endless hours of entertainment.
You can tell that these dogs are amazingly well trained. They're calm. He has complete control of them.
Descended from large wolves, these soft fur babies have been our close companions for over 40,000 years. And can you blame us?
Had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Okay, no. Wait. Okay, wait.
Number 3, dwarf hamster. Who wants a regular hamster when you can cuddle with a shorter, squatter, and fluffier version? There are many species of dwarf hamsters, which vary slightly in coloring, but they are all equally stumpy. You can tell from their bulbous cheeks and round tummies that they love to snack, which won't break the bank for their owners because these furry guys are so small that they're measured in millimeters. If you're looking for a pocket-sized pet that is quite simply a breeze to look after, these little puffballs are just the thing. Number 2, miniature pig. We don't care how tasty bacon is. Mini pigs are simply precious. Known also as teacup or micro pigs, this breed of pig is so new, having been developed for scientific study, that most of the time, it's not always easy to tell the difference between a mini pig and just your regular piglet. Popular since the 80s, mini pigs can be housebroken, trained like dogs, and are very loyal. They can live up to 20 years, so make sure you're willing to commit before considering a little Wilbur for your home. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1, rabbit. This one's a no-brainer. Those long, velvety ears, cottontails, and twitchy noses have been making our hearts melt forever. From children's fairy tales to home products, rabbits have long been associated with softness and comfort. Not to mention fertility. We don't say humping like rabbits for nothing. From Angoras to floppy-eared lops, these softies can either be enjoyed as pets or as temporary backyard visitors. And while they can be quite pesky to gardeners, the rest of us will continue to think of them as the cutest animals ever. Do you agree with our list? What other animals make your insides all mushy? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
If you're caught actually touching one, you could be slapped with a $300 fine or worse, a nasty chomp on the hand.